My name is Maria. I'm from Alberta, Canada, but originally from the Philippines. Yeah.
I'm Dexter. I'm her husband, originally from Philippines, living in Canada.
Well, 2 years ago, around in September 2020, so I had this surgery just to remove a fibroid that was growing big in my uterus. But we didn't really know if it was like, my doctor was just saying that it's normally like benign,
yeah.
like 95% of uterine fibroids are benign. So we just went on and proceed with the surgery to remove that. And 2 weeks later, our doctor called us and gave us the bad news that the fibroids that were removed from me were actually cancerous. So I belong to the 5% that are cancerous. So that started my journey. That was in September 2020. And then because the diagnosis was, it was stage 4 right away because of the spread. So my oncologist recommended to do the chemotherapy right away. So for me, for both of us, it was like a shocking news. We didn't know. We've heard a lot about cancer, but we didn't know like what extent or what to do when you have that, when you yourself is diagnosed. So we have little knowledge about it. So we jump in right away into the conventional therapy. So I did chemo right away. I started, I think, in October, like the following month. I did 3 sessions. They did the test after that, but found out that it actually didn't work. So the tumors that were in my lungs, that were in my abdomen, just keep on growing in sizes. Yeah, so that was in 2021. So they wanted to do another chemo again, but this time like a different drug. But with the side effects of chemo on your body, like it was like, it's just, it's hard. Like it's hard to deal with. So I decided like to take a break for a few months and then do another CAT scan. So we did that in late of 2021. So there was a new spread in my cancer. So it was in my lumbar bone and it's growing in sizes aggressively. So, okay, let's do chemo. At that time, I didn't like research on other options because that's all we knew and that's all the doctors tell you, like do the chemo, do the chemo. So I did another round of chemos for 3 months. I ended up like my last chemo ended up in like February of 2022, like this year. Did the scans again, but unfortunately, it still didn't work. It has aggressively grown in size.
Aggressively, yeah.
Right? So they wanted to start me with a different chemo drug, but the side effects, they told me the side effects that it would affect my heart, it would affect my bone marrow, that would cause a second cancer. That's very scary, right? Yeah, so we were like, I was like, no, there should be other ways. There should be another way than just the conventional medicine. A friend of mine also introduced me to her naturopath doctor back in Canada. So I started seeing this naturopath doctor and she had me into supplements. She had me into like IV therapies that would support my immune system. And it helped with my healing process after the chemo. So I kind of like, oh, this is good. This side of treatment is good. It's not like making any side effects in my body that's making me feel crap and always tired all the time, no energy. So I researched into that side, so the naturopath world. So I researched into the internet and I found a lot of articles, and that got me into this. So I like whenever there's like a free, like a docu-class, I would sign up, I would enter my email, and then I signed up for this Stop Cancer docu-class. It's like a Q&A with the different experts, the naturopath doctors. And one of the doctor there is Dr. Antonio Jimenez. And like, I don't know, just among the other doctors, like all of them are really great. They're really experts. I've learned a lot from them. But with Dr. Antonio, like something struck with me. Well, it's something about that. He said that the treatment shouldn't only be treating the physical pain, like just treating the disease, but also to treat the whole body, like to treat the emotional side, to treat the spiritual side. So that struck me the most, and that made my decision, because like, wow, like I've never heard that before. So I researched him, and I found that he has this clinic here in Mexico. So I told Dexter, right?
Yeah.
There should be other options, because I don't want to do chemo again. It's not just the disease that you will have to treat, but the whole body. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do a third chemo if it didn't work the first 2 times? It's like they're just doing trial and error. And so the third one was basically, they told us that if we do nothing, you have 6 months to live.
Yeah.
But if we do something, maybe we can extend it another few more months or something, so it didn't look good either way. So
yeah, but your quality of life
goes down drastically.
Goes down with the
Yeah.
chemo. So right there and then, when I found the clinic, I contacted them, and 2 weeks and a half after, so we're here.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, like I'm just amazed, because like how fast they like accommodate you. Yep. So here we are. We arrived here a week ago, more than a week ago here, right?
Yeah, this is our 2nd week now.
Yeah, running on our 2nd week. So far it's been really good, because when we came here, you remember that I was in pain.
She was in pain. She had a hard time walking, and she definitely couldn't lift anything at all. Swelling in her legs.
Swelling both legs.
Her stomach was huge.
Yeah.
And your color was different too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Energy levels definitely very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really just wanted to get here like as soon as possible.
Yeah. She told me like, we can't wait another week. And so we made everything possible with our finances and all that just to get here as soon as possible.
Yeah,
so,
our families have helped
helped
us.
out, yeah.
They helped us with us. Yeah. And then like right now we're on the 2nd week, like I see a lot of improvements, like energy-wise, with my physical, like my body, like I don't have any swelling.
No more swelling
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just amazing here, like the treatments, you feel good about it. I can really compare like both the conventional and the natural holistic medication. Like first time I came here, the staff, from the reception to the doctors, to the lady who toured us in the facility, like they are just so very welcoming, like very warm. And the next day, like I met my physician, I met my nurses, and you can really feel that they really care about you, that they understand what you're going through. Yeah, they're very compassionate, actually. Like, and I never had that. Like, I mean, not to like the nurses back home are really great too, but here are just like they do extra for you.
Yeah, when we did the conventional approach, noticeably she was in pain. Like she lost all of her hair. She used to have long hair. She lost all of that. She was weaker and weaker, and she lost so much weight. She used to be a little bit more, have more weight, and she got to like really skinny, and she would have joint pains. Like in the morning, first thing, she wouldn't be able to bend those joints, and she would constantly complain about knee pain. And so they gave her constant pain medications, which, sometimes it works. Most of the time, it just kind of doesn't work anymore. And they just up the drugs, right? But here, as soon as we got here, I noticed right away, like her inflammation was gone. Like her legs was huge, and it was gone. and her pain was also gone, like without giving her any pain medication. It was just the natural treatments, and she could now walk a few miles. We would go to the beach every afternoon now, and she's much stronger now. And she looks more vibrant than than before. So yeah, that's what I see. Just overall, her overall health and energy is just much better. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's actually tough emotionally when you're like diagnosed with a last stage cancer. With the conventional, because like I found it like I was actually depressed because every time we try a new chemo drug, it just doesn't work. So it just keeps on like my emotions just like pulling me down as well. So it's not actually helping you heal your body, right? Because like you see no hope. Yeah, but then when we found this place and we see all these amazing treatments and I experience it working with my healing, so there's like a new hope right now. So I feel like, what you call, like empowered. Like I feel like empowered that I can do this. I'll be healed. I'm gonna be healed, but like I'm going to beat this disease because of all these treatments that I'm getting. That is not only healing my cancer, but also like healing my whole self. Once you get diagnosed with cancer, it's not really like, I mean, you get the shock of your life, right? And it changes everything. And your body would just be like, it's either in a flight or fight mode. Like you want to do something right away. But for me, having gone through this for the last 2 years, if somebody got diagnosed with cancer right now, I would suggest, or I would advise them to take some time. You don't need to be pressured by your doctor to do the conventional treatment right away. Have some time, research, ask people who have gone through cancer what they did, because that would really give you like a lot of options. That would really like open your mind, open your window like of opportunities of all these amazing treatments right out there. Like we didn't know that we have these amazing treatments here in Mexico, right? Back then.
I think the first thing that goes into your mind when you get diagnosed is fear. And when you make decisions based on fear, it's usually not the right decision. And so the enemy of fear is knowledge. So if you could educate yourself, before making that decision, then you're a little bit more empowered and you're a little bit stronger coming into that treatment with that faith and that hope that you have,
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's why like for us, like when we were asked if we wanted to share our story right now,
Absolutely,
like we said absolutely, because we want to like
We
also
wanna
empower
tell the
people,
whole world,
tell the whole world. Yeah, because nobody told us about this.
Yeah.
But if we can share our stories, a lot of people will hear this, so they will also know that there are other options, that there is hope out there. So it's a new perspective now. So there's like, I can see the light in the tunnel now. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.